Hi guys, it's Xenia. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am getting down to business. This is my monthly declutter for April. Ever since I announced that I was going to be moving, I've been doing pretty consistent declutters and just really trying to downsize my collection, but my move is coming way sooner than you think, and I'm freaking out a little bit because I have so much stuff to do. It's actually mind-blowing, and it's not like I'm moving, you know, an hour away. I'm moving to the other side of the world. So it's kind of hard to be a content creator and a perfume reviewer. It's hard finding a balance of, do I bring my perfume so that I have variety because I make videos? Then there's also that thought process of like, well, there's perfumes over there and I'm gonna be vlogging and going into perfume stores there and discovering new perfumes, but then there's a lot of perfumes that I've gotten here that I may not find there. So I'm just like, how many do I travel with? I think I'm gonna be traveling with a little less than 100. I actually have made a little perfume inventory now. I think I'm at 120 right now, which for me is a win because I've been at more than double that. So I'm pretty happy where I am right now, and I'm really careful with what's coming in, what's coming out. I'm keeping inventory. So with that said, if you see any perfumes on this list that I'm decluttering and you're like, why are you decluttering that? You love that perfume. It's probably because, yes, I do love that perfume, but I probably have something that I love more and I want to just keep space for that and not these. I always do these very elaborate disclaimers on these declutter videos, but if you're gonna leave a hate comment because I decluttered something that I said I liked, it doesn't mean that I don't like it or that I lied. It means that I still like it, but I either don't use it or I want to declutter because I don't want to travel with all the perfumes that I have. I just want to curate my little collection. Hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, you don't have to watch this video. With that said, I just posted all of these fragrances on my Mercari like right before I started filming this. Usually I will list them like the day before and I'll put up a community tab, and then by the time I make these videos, most things are sold already. And I got a couple comments saying, can you try to list them when you do the video so that more people have a chance to buy them? So that is what I did this time. Pretty much everything that I'm about to talk about as of the time I'm filming this video is all available. So if you want anything, go and check it out. My Mercari will be the first link in my description box, so head on over there if you want anything before things get sold. Starting off, I'm gonna start off with this. This is the Define Me Barbie perfume. This is straight up and I don't care for it. I just hauled this, and I believe the haul will be coming out of this perfume where I talk about this perfume, but I have a few perfumes that I haven't made videos on in my perfume haul drawer that I've bought in like the last 6 to 8 months. I just haven't made videos on them. This is one of them. I bought this like 2 or 3 months ago and I finally hauled it, and this was a blind buy fail. From the moment that I smelled this, I just didn't care for it. It's really nice. It's sweet, it's fruity, it's got like strawberry, pomelo, really delicious fruits. There's like whipped cream in it. It's just so repetitive, and it's just, you know, another sweet fruity scent. I don't think it smells like Barbie. I have other perfumes that smell like Barbie. This just doesn't smell like Barbie to me. It's a fun scent, don't get me wrong. Like, it smells fun and sweet, and maybe if I didn't have a scent like this, I would maybe think about keeping it, but I definitely have many just like this. So that was a bit of a blind buy fail. Moving on, this one might be shocking. It was to me as well, but I have decided to let go of my Kayali Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar. There's nothing wrong with this scent, but I was going back and forth because I have a La Belle and then I have this. And to me, although the openings are very, very different of these two, the dry down, which is kind of the main part you're gonna get in a perfume, they're the same. And when I was trying to kind of weigh which one I liked more, I kind of went with La Belle because I feel like it's a little bit more elevated. With this scent, I'm obsessed with the opening more than I am in the dry down, because the dry down, I already have La Belle and it smells just like it. But the opening of this is truly like bubblegum, candied pear, white caramel, vanilla. It's such a delicious opening, but then the base is La Belle. So I'm just like, I don't want to hold on to this just for those 30 seconds that I get in the opening when I already have a scent like it that I kind of prefer more. La Belle is a little bit more mature, more sexy, more elevated. This is more fun and flirty and girly, which I'm all about, but it's just a little bit redundant. If I wasn't trying to be really strict with downsizing, I would maybe just keep that around for a little bit more, but I felt like I could let go of that. Next, I'm getting rid of Gucci Bloom Profumo di Fiori. This is a really nice beachy sunscreen kind of white floral scent. It's heavy on those white florals, and it's kind of within the DNA of like a Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. It's that kind of white floral beachy scent. It smells like a tropical vacation. It's a pretty clean scent. It smells very mature in a really good way, and it's a really classy scent. But it's one of those things where I could easily replace this with so many scents. Next, I'm getting rid of my Fleur Musk by Narcissa Rodriguez. This is a really nice alternative to the original for her, which this is the flanker for her. And if you've been following my channel, you know I'm not a fan of the OG for her because I just find it to be way too mature and kind of like a synthetic rose, which I'm not a fan of. This was a lot easier on my nose. There's like pink pepper in here, and it's a little bit, it's not as synthetic as the OG for me, but I still get that mature rose scent that I'm not a huge fan of. It's a little bit flirtier, it's a little bit less mature, but it still is just, it's not like a love for me, and that's really what I'm trying to keep in my collection and nothing else at the moment. So for that sake, this is gonna go. But it is a really beautiful kind of like springtime, I mean every day really. It's just, it's not a love for me. And then pretty much for the exact same reason, I am getting rid of Miracle from Lancome. This is a really nice spicy floral scent, which I'm normally really into these scents, but again, I've curated this kind of category of fragrances so well, and I have just like a few loves in this category, and this one was just kind of like the odd one out, so I felt like I could part ways with this one. But it is a really nice soft pink warm floral scent with a lot of like pink pepper kind of spiciness. It kind of gives me almost a makeup-y kind of vibe. I think there's iris or violet, one of the two in here, and I'm definitely getting that, and I love that. It's just, it's not a need for me. Then I'm getting rid of this, which if you've been watching my channel, this was a huge love for me and I still like it, but I'm getting rid of it because in this category of perfumes I have a lot. This is Born Dreamer from Charli D'Amelio, and it's a really nice scent, especially for the price point. It smells kind of like Baccarat Rouge, but like a little bit more of a youthful version of Baccarat Rouge, I would say. Very similar to the DNA of it though, and also Cloud. I have Cloud 2.0, I have Baccarat Rouge, I have Amphas East Gold, which is also along the same line, so I kind of just let go of this one and I'm keeping the others. And I am parting ways with 000 from Le Monde Gourmand. This is an incredible scent, especially when it comes to musky, your skin but better kind of scents, very woody, like extremely woody. I love everything about this. I just wasn't really using it. I was still gravitating towards more of my go-to woody, fresh, your skin but better scents that I love, and so this was just getting left behind, and I don't want this to get left behind because this is an incredible scent. So check this one out. It's like a little masterpiece. It's so inexpensive, but it smells so unique. Nothing quite like it. I just needed to downsize, and from everything else, this I felt like I could get let go of. I feel like I have the same reason for all of these, but I mean, yeah, I kind of do. This, another huge love. This is Seli Detta from Salvatore Ferragamo. This is such an underrated scent. It's a berry fragrance, but a really elevated, classy, ethereal. It's a very whimsical scent. I mean, the bottle I feel like kind of embodies that perfectly. It's a very green berry scent though, like there's a lot of freshness. It smells so much like just a realistic blackberry along with the stems and all the greenness. Very fresh, but also a hint of that tart sweetness coming from that berry. It's a really stunning scent. Nobody talks about this and it's so good, but I have other freshies that just prefer. Oh man, this is why when I do declutters I need to just not resmell them, because now I'm like, maybe I shouldn't let go of this. Honestly, I'm gonna have to think about this because I really like it, but I think I'm gonna get rid of it. Check it out on my Mercari. If it's there, then I decided to part ways. If it's not, I decided to keep it for a little while longer, so we'll see. I don't know. Then I'm getting rid of my OG Juicy Couture EDP fragrance. This one again I just don't really use, and I bought this because it was just, it's a really nostalgic scent. I used to use this years ago, but there's so many perfumes that I've discovered after this that I want to wear, and my thought is never, oh, I want to wear this perfume. And I thought that that was going to be the case when I bought this or like rebought it in my collection after so long, but I just don't use it. I think I've just grown out of this scent. It's still such a gorgeous perfume, and I feel like out of all the juicies, this is a really mature scent. Like it's not as juvenile as most other Juicy Couture scents. Something really classy in here. But yeah, I just don't use it. Then I'm getting rid of this Moresque Soul Boutique. I kind of went back and forth on this because I do love the dry down of this. This smells incredibly expensive. And I mean, it is a niche perfume, so you expect that, but it's so freaking expensive smelling. And it's also very unisex. It's a very mysterious, very dark scent. You have to love dark scents to enjoy this. There's a lot of woodsiness. I smell this sandalwood. Kind of gives off a little bit of an oud vibe, but it's a lot softer. It doesn't smell too leathery, which I'm not really a fan of, nor does it smell smoky. It just has that expensive oud feel to it. Like, you smell this and you know you're wearing an expensive scent. I don't use it nearly enough to hold on to this and have it collect dust and travel with it. I don't want to lug around fragrances that I'm not absolutely in love with. I want things to take space that truly I absolutely love, and I just can't say that about that perfume. I have a lot of Dupe House type perfumes. First, I'm getting rid of this Be Layered Dolled Up perfume. This is supposed to be a dupe for Supreme Bouquet from YSL, which is like the niche version of YSL. I've held on to this for at least for a few years. Every time I do declutters, I go to this and I'm like, this smells incredible. I have to keep it, and then I never use it. And then the same happens with the next declutter and the next declutter. So this declutter, I'm like, okay, we're gonna break this habit, and this has just gotta go, because although it smells incredible, I never use it. Never use it, as you can see. Completely. And as always, I'm getting rid of some Dupe House fragrances. I have some from Dossier. I have a few from Dossier, so check them out. I have them as like little bundles on my Mercari, and then I have these two from Julianas. I want to get rid of these just because I feel like with my Dupe House fragrances, I used to have such a huge collection, and I've really narrowed it down to like just a few favorites, because with a lot of Dupe House scents, I review them for the sake of reviewing them for you guys, so you kind of get a feel of what these smell like. But a lot of these I do have the dupes of, like the originals, and so I don't want doubles. That's kind of the whole point of the decluttering that I'm doing. I don't want doubles. So yeah, check out all of those in my Mercari shop. And that is it for all the perfumes that I'm decluttering. But now I have tons of body mist that I decluttered. My body mist collection is now under 80. First of all, I know that sounds like a crazy number, but again, this is coming from somebody that had like hundreds, so I'm very happy with 80 right now. But I think when it comes to moving, I'm probably gonna move with under 50, so that's gonna be really hard. But anyways, let me show you what I got rid of. So I have a lot of bundles on my Mercari that I kind of put these in. I have a few of these kind of body mist that I just found myself not being able to go through, and a lot of these I have doubles of, and that's another thing I'm trying to cut back on. So I put a bunch of these body mists that have little dents in them as like a huge bundle on my Mercari, and obviously a really fair price. So if you want to try any of those, you can. They're on there. I'm not going to talk about every single one in this video, but just check it out. You can see everything on my Mercari. I got rid of these two from the Disney Princess collection. I actually only ended up keeping the Jasmine fragrance mist. I feel like that was just the best, and I never used these. This is the Ariel and then Belle. These were limited edition. Honestly, if I were to keep these, I'd be keeping them purely because I love the packages and because I'm a huge Disney fan, but I'm not really obsessed with them. Then I have this Cherrosa 71 from Sol de Janeiro. This is one of my most favorite scents ever, but I have a huge bottle of this and I wanted to just get rid of this. Again, I was trying to kind of like reduce on the duplicates, which I have a lot of because I just have this tendency to hoard duplicates. I don't know why I do this. I'm like, oh, what if this disappears? But it's like, okay, so what? So yeah, I try to cut back on wherever I could when it came to duplicates. So that's one. Warm and Cozy Pop Jelly. This is incredible. It smells like lip smackers, but it's a little bit generic and just like a really fun fruity scent, which I love, don't get me wrong, but I have to be very selective. So for the sake of doing that, it's gone. I have Sunset Glow. This is within the realm of Cherrosa 62, except it's got like some cherry in it. Again, have it already. Vanilla Romance. I was going through all my vanilla body sprays and I realized, first of all, I had a lot, and second of all, I like the other ones a little bit more than this, although I can't say that I don't love this. Vanilla Romance is so expensive smelling. It's such an elevated vanilla scent. It smells truly like a high-end perfume, kind of like Vanilla Skin from Fleur, which is why I got rid of this, because I already have that. I got rid of Fall in Bloom. This is pretty much an identical dupe to Burberry Her, so it's great. But after I got Strawberry Flirt from Bath & Body Works, I feel like that's pretty much just a repackage of this, so I can let go of that. Black Raspberry Vanilla. At one point, I was obsessed with this scent. This smells just like the little berry Haribos. It's so sweet and delicious, but I feel like it's just a bit more of a juvenile scent, which normally I love, but there's some that I make exceptions for and some that I don't. And with this one, I've kind of just grown out of this scent, I feel. Got rid of Copper Coconut Sands. This is a really nice beachy, woody kind of coconut. It's a little bit more elevated than like your basic coconut. It's got sun-kissed coconut, soft orchid petals, and creamy sandalwood. Smells really, really nice, but I just had a huge collection of coconut scents, so I'm like, okay, we can downsize. And then I got rid of this. Now, you may be a little shocked and you're like, oh, this is like your favorite scent from Bath & Body Works, and it is, but I quite literally had like 5 duplicates, and I'm like, okay, this is my favorite scent, yes, but I feel like I can do with just like 3, and that's still a lot. And so I decided to get rid of these just for the sake of downsizing all the duplicates that I had. But we have Paris Amour. This is a whole little set. I decided to get rid of the body creams because even though this is my favorite scent ever, and even though I don't buy lotions anymore, like fragrance lotions like this, because I have already my go-to lotions, I made an exception for these because Paris Amour is just like, I've been waiting for the scent for like a decade, and when they finally brought it out, I went a little crazy. But I still never use the body creams. I use the body mist all the time. I love it, but I never use the body creams. So I'm gonna get rid of the body creams as well as one of my 1,000 Paris Amours, but I'm still good on that scent, so no fear. And that's pretty much it, I think. There's a few more that I may have missed, but everything is on my Mercari, so if you want anything, check them out there. I'm filming this video and I'm gonna edit this video and post it the day that I'm filming, which is April 23rd, which is also the day that I just posted all of these scents on my Mercari. So if you want to get anything, get them now before they sell out. Everything is available as of right now. I just posted them, so hopefully that gives you guys a little bit of time to get anything that you want. That is it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and turn post notifications on, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.